Hey guys, Michael from Copper vs Glass, and in today's video we have some leather accessories from Vionentus. They have some of the softest leather cases for the iPhone 16 Pro, so let's take a look. Okay guys, so in today's video we are checking out the brown leather and also the black leather. It's available in 3 different colorways, the 2 that I have here and also a dark brown, and it comes in at around $79.99, however it can often be found on sale for around $59. Now that does put it on the more premium side of the spectrum when it comes to a full leather case for the iPhone 16 Pro. However, as you'll see in just a moment, it's not necessarily a full wraparound leather case. It does have a TPU bumper, and the leather side of things is mainly just on the back of the case. So as you can see here, I have it in the black and the brown colorway, which in my opinion are the best colors available. So taking a quick closer look around the bumper, around the actual edge of the case here, so as you can see here you've got the main leather section on the back, and like I mentioned, it is some of the softest leather that I've ever felt. Now again, you've got some very minimal branding, but in general I think it does have a really nice look and feel to it. So let's just take a quick closer look at the actual case itself, starting off with the black variant. So we've got some very minimal branding just on the back side of things here. Again, it feels great, and also because being full genuine leather, it also smells pretty great too. Now, of course, when it does come to that TPU style band all around the edge here, of course, housed in that is going to be our metal buttons. So we've got the power button, volume up and down, and of course the action button, and they are going to be color matched to the bumper, not necessarily to the leather case itself. Now, the TPU side of things feels pretty good. It is more of a matte finish, which I think will pick up fingerprints and dirt and grime over time. Now, of course, for the camera cutout, we do then have the camera pill shape, as you can see here. It's pretty recessed though, so hopefully it's going to be nice and easy in regards to getting to the camera control button. Then, of course, on the back side of things here, we do have your camera covering. Now, you don't have any sort of plastic ring or anything to cover around that, so it is going to be the leather touching the desk, for example, but in general it gives a very nice raised kind of natural look to it. And then of course down the bottom you've got all of your cutouts for the USB-C, speaker and microphone. Now with regards to the actual leather here, it's going to be crafted from full grain sustainably sourced leather, and guys, like I mentioned, this is some of the best feeling leather that I've ever felt. Of course on the inside you do have your nice microfiber lining, and of course you can then see the Magsafe side of things, and again a little bit more branding on the bottom here, which of course is going to be covered once your device is in there. But in general it looks pretty good, and like I mentioned, that sort of $50 to $80 price tag depending on when you can pick it up for, again the craftsmanship you're getting here is totally worth it in my opinion. So switching over to the brown leather one, which in my opinion is the best colorway of pretty much any leather case for the iPhone 16 Pro. Now I also like the contrast here between the TPU style bumper and that sort of more natural camel tan looking color that we've got on the leather side of things, and again looking at the inside you can see that microfiber lining going all the way up to the camera housing. Again, the branding on the bottom a little bit clearer here with the lighter color option, and you've got a ton of protection inside this TPU bumper. It also doesn't really flex all that much. Now don't get me wrong, around the USB-C side of things and maybe around the camera control button you do get a little bit of flex, but it's also a very strong kind of stiffer TPU material, so I don't necessarily think it's going to be going anywhere anytime soon. Hopefully you've got a really nice fit here. So again, snapping in every single corner, and yeah, I was right, it feels great, it fits amazing, and I think it looks pretty darn good as well. Now for some reason there does seem to be a little bit of a rattle. I'm not sure if that's coming from the buttons there, but maybe the fit isn't over. Okay, the case wasn't actually on properly, the rattle is completely gone, so that was my bad. Again, a pretty darn good fit here once you actually get it in, unlike what I just done. So as you can see here, looking around, a quick look on the TPU side of things, if I just unlock the device real quick here, you can kind of see that from the front of the device, it looks more like your standard kind of more rugged style case for the 16 Pro. However, of course, then once you turn it around and you've got that leather on the back, the premiumness really does shine through. Now, like I say, it feels really good in the hand as well, super soft. So starting off then with the camera housing at the back here, like I mentioned, you do have a ton of protection here. It does stick up quite a lot from the actual camera lenses themselves, so again, if you are going to be placing the phone backside down, you shouldn't really have any issues at all. However, because there isn't any sort of plastic ring, it is going to be the leather touching anything that you're going to be putting it down on, so it is maybe going to scratch, get a little bit dirty or patina over time compared to your standard camera lens, but again, I think that's just going to add to it in general. You've got some very simple subtle branding down the bottom here, and I think in general the branding of this case looks really nice. Down the bottom, of course, you've got your USB-C cutout and also the speaker and microphone side of things, and this is actually quite recessed. I've not had any issues with USB-C cables, but you can see here how much that TPU bumper does stick out and actually kind of surround the device. So again, if you're going to be dropping the device on the corners, for example, as well, it is going to be fully protected. And of course, as well as the protection on the back for the camera, we do also then have a pretty nice lay on the table here as well. Now the company does also sell some screen protectors, which I may feature in an upcoming video, so let me know in the comment section if you want to see those moving forward. But in general, if you place the phone face side down, again, you've got a ton of protection here. Now again, with regards to that TPU bumper, like I mentioned, being a little bit thicker, it still feels pretty good in terms of the buttons. They're still very tactile, very clicky. You don't have that more sort of spongy, stiff feeling that you get some from the other leather cases or some more TPU style cases. Volume up and down, action button, and of course the power button work completely fine, no issues at all. In fact, they feel pretty good here as well. They've got a nice metallic feel to them. They kind of feel a little bit colder to the touch here in general. They stick out just enough so you know exactly what button you're going to be pressing, even if you're not looking at your device, for example, in a pocket. Then of course we get onto the camera control button, which like I say has no covering, but it also doesn't have a cutout. It just has a nice deep groove to it and a pill shape. So again, getting into the camera control side of things and going around and using everything you need to works completely fine. Again, you guys know my opinion on the camera control button. I don't really use it all that much, but if you are a fan of it, then this case has definitely got you covered. Now again, like I mentioned, when it comes to that bumper style, as you can see, it does pick up a little bit of fingerprint and dirt, for example, from your hands. It's got that really nice matte material, but again, it's going to show pretty much every fingerprint you're going to have on there, so definitely something to keep in mind. However, like I mentioned, it also fits extremely nicely and has a nice stiff feel to it as well. So down the bottom here with the USB-C, yes, it moves ever so slightly, but not really. Side's completely fine. The only place it is going to move is around the camera control, because again, it's a very sort of minimal part here. You've got a very small amount of TPU material, so maybe something to keep in mind of a weak spot, but again, not really anything to worry about in my opinion. And then of course we get onto the Magsafe side of things. So as always, I've got my official Apple leather wallet here. Yes, I'm still using it, and again, goes on fine, no issues at all. In fact, the alignment side of things is pretty good. Even if you put it on from maybe a little bit further away or kind of slap it on from afar, for example, the downward alignment magnet does a pretty good job at finding what it needs to and getting everything all lined up and ready to go, as you can see here. Now, don't get me wrong, it's maybe not the strongest magnets I've ever tried on any sort of leather case or just in general iPhone 16 Pro case, but it does the job. All of your accessories, whether it's a car charger, nightstand, or a leather wallet, battery bank, whatever you've got, I don't think it's necessarily going to be going anywhere anytime soon. However, yes, it's not the strongest magnet. It's quite easy to take things on and off, for example, but I don't think it's going to be kind of falling off in a pocket or anything like that. So if we actually put it back on here just real quick and then do the shake test at the bottom, you can see here that of course, yes, it is going to move. So the downward magnet isn't maybe as strong as the circular magnet, but it does the job, stays in place completely fine here. If I had to give it a rating out of 10, I'd give it a solid maybe 7 out of 10, for example. Not the best, not the worst, somewhere a little bit in the middle, but maybe better than some of the competition. So again, Magsafe accessories are completely fine here, no issues at all. And in general, guys, once again, I think for the price side of things, it feels very luxurious, and that's kind of the word that I would use with this case. Now, don't get me wrong, I know that price point wise, around $70, again, you can get it on discount for a little bit less, but if we're looking at the full retail value of that $70 mark or around that sort of mark, then yeah, it's on the more premium side, but again, I think it feels and looks amazing. Again, here we do have the black version, which again has a nice stealthy look to it. The leather isn't necessarily a sort of matte leather, it does have a nice shine to it, for example, which is way more noticeable on the black version as we have here compared to on the brown version, and of course it would look better with the black version of the iPhone for that really nice stealthy look, but in general, I think it looks good. It also has that nice kind of mixture with the leather and the TPU where it kind of merges into one. It's not as noticeable, of course, as with the brown version where you've got the brown leather on the back and then the black TPU around the side here, but yeah, probably one of my top 3 leather cases for the iPhone 16 Pro. Yeah, okay, a little bit pricey, but quality wise, it's really hard to beat. So that's going to do it on the Leather Elite case from Vionentus for the iPhone 16 Pro. Of course, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of this leather case, or if you think there's maybe a better option out there that you want me to try, or just in general what cases you guys are currently using on your device. Whether it's an iPhone, Android, Pixel, whatever you guys have got, let me know in the comment section down below, or even if you've got a case at all. Of course, if you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a thumbs up down below, and if you do have any questions or comments or anything else that you want to speak about, hit me up in the comment section down below, and I'll be happy to respond. Of course, if you're not already subscribed, now is a great time to do so, and of course, once you've hit that subscribe button, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you're notified anytime I post a video here on the channel. I'm Michael from Copper vs Glass, thanks very much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.